It is the last Friday in the month of August, and I have a very important question for my colleague to the right, that being Elisa Blow. By the way, I am Jeff Bratt. Does that mean it's the last Friday of summer?
Oh, well, doesn't it feel like fall is here? I mean, it's freezing. I was just saying to Jeff, like, first of all, I didn't wear enough warm clothing.
You look cold right now.
I'm freezing, okay? And I'm a mammal, so, unlike lizards who are, hiding right now. But I was just saying to you when we were walking around before, because I had to get a coffee to get warmed up, you might have to put some blankets on these horses tonight.
Yep.
They're going to be a little chilly. I think it's going to drop down to around 10 degrees.
But we'll have some spry horses coming over.
What happened, Jeff? We had no spring, then we had just heat wave. Yeah. And now we're freezing cold already? They can't be over yet.
I know. It is crazy right now, the roller coaster rides. But I'm so discombobulated today.
Me too. I don't even know what day it is.
Because there's no Thursday racing. There's a double draw today. Then the sale kind of got me all askew as well. Because that was kind of weird that I'm not used to that happening. And then I'm off tomorrow, so that's throwing me for I'm so lost right now.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know what time to leave today.
You're pulling an Elisa.
I know.
I should have texted you and said, this is what time you need to leave. But you know what, everybody? He didn't put his hands up at the sale. Didn't buy a horse.
I was the underbidder for the 400,000.
Yeah, sure.
I went to 375.
But you are tempted now, aren't you? You're a little more tempted.
I got the itch bad. I got the itch soon. But looking forward to a long weekend of action. Here's a look at the schedule because it is always changing, it seems like, here at Woodbine. So we have the first race post time today at 4:30. Tomorrow 105, Sunday 105, and Monday's non-race program at 105. Now, just a quick note. If you are a horseman or a big fan and you're wondering, where's the overnight for Monday? Well, there's a bit of a power issue on the backside. Thus, the overnights will be a little bit late coming out. However, I do have good news. If you wait just a little while longer, PPs will be on Equibase and on Daily Race and Fork Race Net, stuff like that, so you can get your PPs there.
Geez, so hopefully they get everything sorted out quick, because we need power on that backstretch.
Well, the good news is for some of our cameras that we have here, we do have emergency backup power, but you're right, and it's not like it's light out now to 9 o'clock, so it's a bit of a challenge. But the good news is front side, we're ready to rock and roll for that. Now, a lot of chatter, I would say, at the sale about how good the stake races were that we had on the program on Sunday. So let's recap those for you right now. We'll start off with the Algoma Stakes, and it just goes to show you that you have horses coming from every which direction. Like your Speedy Freeze, this was a claim who just has gotten better and better with each and every race. And Ron Sadler, I was walking back with him afterwards. He said, Jeff, this horse is just doing so good right now, and just keeps getting better.
Well, he's really kind of tipped his hat that he loves the super speedies. Like that these are kind of some of his favorite horses to have. And also, Ron's a small team, right? And gets on him himself. There's a lot of handling involved over there. And if there's anybody who can move up and improve a horse, it's Ron Sadler. But he supplemented Speedy Freeze into the Algoma. And what was he saying to me prior to the race, that there was an optional 40, I think it was, that didn't go. And he ended up going here instead, and isn't he happy about that?
Well, the same thing happened later on with Friendly Ghost. Sue didn't want to really go into that race, but they had to go because the race didn't go, and this was obviously a great performance with Speedy Freeze, Ryan Munger aboard for the victory there. Now in the Muskoka, this was a bit of an upset. This is Super Diva, owned by a partnership group that was active at the sale on Wednesday, and this one had a half that actually sold for around $50,000, I think. Donnie McRae bought it for one of his owners. And the one thing about this mare, produces very quick horses.
Yeah, and if you bet the horse, it produced a good price too. This was a $31 winner, courtesy of Jose Campos, who went straight to the front. He was on the point the entire time, kept on going, and he didn't just do it in this race. He did it again on the program on Sunday, but the Muskoka certainly an impressive win for Super Diva.
Yeah, so here's where Campos came right back, and the Simcoe with Big Bold in first. Now, it looked like on the program as if Reynolds was absolutely loaded, like in both races. And this might have been the least of his preferred horses of the bunch that he had. But the horse didn't know that.
Well, then again, remember, I was in the winner's circle interviewing him, and he said, some horses really disappointed me today. He said, and this was the one he wasn't really expecting. And the same thing, too, we had fast fractions, 22-1, 44-3, at 10 and change. And, of course, I Like, I didn't think the horse was going to keep going, but kept on going under Jose Campos. So a good day for him with the 2 stakes wins on the program. And when I interviewed him, he said, I'm going to try for the 3-peat, and he almost got it in the last stakes race of the afternoon.
Did. And the Stu Simon horse ran terrific, but it was Casper that was able to pull off the victory in here. And this is Friendly Ghost, who's second last right now for a small barn. The vet does a great job with her horses, and it was so nice that you caught up with Sue prior to the race and after the race as well. And she was active at the sale too.
She was, and you know, she's kind of blamed herself for last year. She sort of just asked a bit too much of him last year, but they're going to have a lot of fun with him this fall, that's for sure. And he came flying too, but again, fast fractions to help set it up. 22 and 144 and change, 108 and change for 3/4. I mean, he was very, very good under Sahin Savachi. So I thought it was a really fun day too. You know, a great way to kind of get everybody excited about the yearling sale. You were there. I didn't go, but you know, because I'm just afraid I might put my hand up. I'm better to do this. But yeah, fun. You said like lots of people buying, good prices all around.
Yeah, it was like, and it was nice to see some of that. Like Bernard McCormick had a good sale. Sherry McLean had a good sale for her breeder group as well. I mean, Hillendale's always very, very strong. Like our good friend Erica Rusnak sold the half to Paramount Prince for $112,000, so she was ecstatic about that. And you know, Mike Langlois got the itch now. He bought a couple of really expensive horses too, and it was really cool. It was great.
It's fun to see trainers back there buying for their clients, right? And like you said, Donnie bought one there for a client of his. You said you saw some other trainers out there buying horses for clients. So that's great because it's a great program that we have.
But you know what's funny is I was watching, I was kind of making notes in my catalog. I'm going to keep my catalog just for next year, but I was making notes because you know that somebody in there that went for around $5,000 or $6,000 has been turned out to be a monster.
A Speedy Freeze.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. So no, it was great, and the sale was up 4%. So that's
good.
Great. You know,
that's always good when the prices go up.
Congratulations to everybody, and all the horses now will be the stars of next season. So we're looking forward to that. And again, huge shout out to the breeders, because without the breeders, we got nothing. So
absolutely.
Just thank you for all that you do. So that's topic number 1. Topic number 2. I don't remember the last time we had a main special weight race on a Friday, do you, for 2-year-olds?
No, because, you know, I was thinking to myself when I was handicapping the card, I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute. I got to be the expert with 2-year-olds? Because that's normally Jeff's day, is with the 2-year-olds. But I'm sure you're going to have my back. You and I both like to look up the pedigrees on these ones. And there are a lot of first-time starters in the opener on the program. We're going to have a good look at some of these horses, too. You know, you got like a filly in here for Sarah Ritchie. That's Savino Rosso. But, well, sorry, they're all fillies. But you have Connects who have been doing well. You have Army Mules that have been doing well. And then, of course, you have Super Razzle Dazzle. Like, come on now. This is a Have to Last Samurai who made $2.2 million, won some very big stakes races. This is the one, this is the filly that I want to see when she comes into the paddock, Super Razzle Dazzle. But I'm also kind of excited to look at the other Cassie horse, Divinely Inspired, the mare on this one, a 3-time stakes winner. And she's actually out of a perfect mare, so there's lots of winners in that family. And then I tossed in the 4-horse too, the Tiller horse. I know a few people kind of chatting about this one. We like these Army Mules, but this is a first full from a dam who won a stakes race at Hastings.
Right, so here's a look at the clocker information in regards to Alluring Amy, who has made another clocker report. Army Mule, I think it's 15% with 2-year-olds, 17% overall with first-time starters, so he's a fantastic debut stallion. Would you say that this is the barn's main go-to rider? I would, with Vives. So she gets the call here with this one. But I'm curious with Divinely Inspired too. Whenever I find Mark debuts a horse in those preps for Royal Ascot, like, to me, they have some high expectations placed on their shoulders. I realize the horse didn't run all that great, but I'm curious about that one. And you're on to maybe the best bred horse of anybody in the field. So.
Yeah, I think she's the one I want to see. That's for sure. And there's a big foundation. I mean, look, she was at the Castle Training Center, then she was at Keeneland, then she was at Ellis. She's kind of been all over the place. And then she came up here to Woodbine, looks like end of July, early August to start working here. There's some firsters. Hey, we didn't even talk about Peter Behringer's firster on the outside. That's a full to DeWolf.
Well, yeah, and then there's a half to Red Bull, a Millennium All-Star. I just wonder, well, I wonder a couple of things, because this is a little bit odd to me. The horse went through a digital sale as a 2-year-old in March and only sold for $40,000 with that type of pedigree. So that kind of throws me for a bit of a loop in there, but I would love to see for Deborah Rat because she's been a long-time supporter of the game, so that would be terrific to see as well. And then you got the Vino Rosso, as you said, on the inside. So good race.
Yeah, that damn, she worked hard, but she wasn't able to get to the winner's circle, but this is her second full, so we'll see.
So is the board telling us anything? 4 and 3 taking some money right now.
Of course,
it's early money, though.
Yeah, of course. And I think if the two just freeze it right there, that's the price I'd love to get, 5 to 1, but I don't think so.
Is that Patrick's only ride today? I just want to take a quick peek at that because you and I like that kind of angle.
That's always, and you like the blinkers on angle with Cassie, and that's what he's doing with the 3 horse. Is that his only one?
Husband's 1 and 4. He's got 1 in the 4th. Who's got a 4th?
Oh, who's in the 4th? Hold on.
Oh, he's got Philip My Wine, who is an interesting runner that we'll get to coming up a little bit later on in the program. So let's look at race number 1. Okay, topic number 3 is first leg, which means it's our favorite wager, not being the pick 4. And we're going to talk about race number 4 now on the card. We're going to go a mile and 16th on the inside turf course. I think it's a pretty salty allowance race. Let's start with your picking here because you want to talk about Fly the W, and I don't blame you in here. In for $32,000. They scratched of the same type of race on August the 16th. They're going to go back in this race as well. Can handle turf, can handle synthetic. The last race, I don't know. He just didn't get involved early on. Is it the drop that you like to kind of get this horse back on the beam?
I don't know if they're dropping to scare you.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think there's a few people that are going to be taking a close look at this horse.
9-year-old though?
Yep, even at 9.
Okay.
You know, because if you're going down south of the border, there's lots of tracks you can go to and keep racing. And he's a classy old horse, a 21-time winner. You know, he's like a veteran pro. And generally, I've always found when they're racing at the age of 9, they're a 21-time winner, they're built to steal. Right? Yeah. That's one thing. But Philip My Wine is a horse that really got our attention the first time he was entered off of the private purchase. And we all made him the best bet of the day, and he got scratched. Was it a steward or was it a vet, Jeff?
It was a vet.
Okay.
And it was an optional 40 non-2. So we're essentially skipping a bunch of conditions to go into this race in here. Now I'm going to pick him on top because I don't want to get caught looking at a good number in here. But I really wished it was for 40 non-2.
Yeah, like my concern is you're looking at a 21-time winner versus a 1-time winner.
Yeah,
I think experience is really going to count here.
And that's a great point. You're bang on with that assessment.
Plus, he's raced against some great old horses. His back class alone should put him in the winner's circle today. If Philip My Wine gets close to him, that'd be great. And if Philip My Wine can beat him, hey, even better. But it's the vet scratch that kind of bugs me a little bit because we were all hot to trot on him when he was first entered for Cassie.
His grandson, half asleep, cuddling with Robert, and grandson's lightly raised. There's John LeBlanc. Oh, it's great to see John. And Grant, see how the horse woke up when the trainer came?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, time to work.
That's the guy that feeds me.
Yeah, that's right. So that's a great picture there with John. Now, English Actor, I thought would run a little bit better last time out.
I think
and now
both
gets
did.
onto the turf. And then you got, what do you do with Joyrider, the new horse for Josie in there, the 6?
Joyrider.
Yeah.
You know what? I did not put this one on my ticket today, but I think we'll see because we haven't seen this horse race since October the 19th. So maybe we'll take a look at him when he comes over to the paddock and see what we got here with this one. But you get Hernandez aboard. They click together at a 24% average. Connor is a horse that you and I really wanted to play last week. He got scratched.
40 non-2, and now we're in here.
Now he's here. It's a pretty tough spot. And I agree with you on the grandson angle. I think we were both using, on the English Actor angle. I thought we were both using him on top last start, and he got beat by Westside Tide. Yeah. But Westside Tide was coming out of that massive key race.
That's true. I'll tell you, you and I know, like sometimes these first level allowance races, you can sneak in and get away with the big pot. This is a tough non-one other than, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, that's the first leg of the pick 4. Let's talk about the layoff and how we handle horses that maybe are going to be using that angle here coming up a little bit later on the program. So we're going to talk about race number 5 now as we get set those 6 furlongs. What's on Jeff's mind? Me and optional 25,000 claimer, fillies and mares in here. We're going for a purse of just shy of 50,000. Now I really want to pick your brain about Alta Calibre in here because. So we're in for 25, but the horse was a vet scratch for 25 on August the 18th. And now they come right back in the same level here today. Now, this jockey-trainer combo, amazing. So if I put my fishing rod in the pond,
you're going to catch one.
Do I catch you?
Oh, you're going to catch one, because I use the horse. I made him one of my best bets for the day today too.
Okay.
Because not only are the stats super high for Hernandez and Minchell, but look at Minchell when she brings him back off of the layoff.
Yeah.
This year, she's brought a lot of horses back in off layoffs, and they've kind of been around the last 3 weeks or so, I would say, right? Some of them have been. And I mean, the works are great. They look good when they come over to the paddock, and they're performing very well when they're on the track. So Alta Calibre is the way I'm going to go, because look at these workouts for this horse. It doesn't matter if they're on the training track or if they're on the main track. Looks like she prefers to work this horse on the training track. She's only really touched the main track once, which was back on July the 20th. So that might be by design a little bit. But still, on paper, I like this one over the 7, that being Salmiakki, who's on the drop here off of a poor performance on the inner turf course. When Lasix was being added, Jeff, nobody was really expecting that kind of a poor performance. He didn't even get a call that day.
Yeah. I wonder if she's happier sprinting. That's kind of my thinking. That's why I'm going towards her. Because 2 starts ago, she ran against Snatch, who came back to win. Bulver Paso came back to win. Oh, listen, you're right. She was not good last time out, but I'm up for 25. She might be able to bounce back a little bit.
That's a scarier drop to me.
But what do we do with Gretna Green, too? I mean, the horse that beat her last time out, that was the Pat Dixon horse that was dropping from 40, the one that you liked forever, Forster's Exact.
Forster's Exact, yeah. But I'll tell you another one that I tossed in just for fun at the bottom for the Super is the 6, Our Lily. I saw her school. You did, too.
Right.
Okay.
Dunstall horse, yeah.
This was one, she's a full to Arstella. Now, Arstella's just a maiden. I get that. You don't really get a huge reference. But they are so high on her. Like, she has a beautiful body. She doesn't look like, you know, she's a 3-year-old. Obviously, you can tell why she missed the races as a 2-year-old, because she is just so big. But if she runs to her looks, watch out. She was really, really neat to watch school the other day.
5th race will start off the late pick 3 on the program. So that is our topic that is titled Layoff. Now, our feature of the day goes as race number 6 on the program. We're on the inside turf course. We're going to go a mile to 16th, and we are in lane 3. I don't think Wickenheiser is going to be the favorites.
No.
Wickenheiser has not won since the Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. The last time this horse won a race was in December of 2023. It's been a long, long time between victories for that one. And she's going to make a magnificent broodmare once her racing career is done. She was a very, very good 2-year-old. Now, my question I want to pose to you is the pace in this race. Is it as simple as blitz, or do you think somebody maybe put some pressure on her?
You and I both wrote the same note down behind blitz, which is lone speed.
Yeah.
So in that case, this is going to be the controlling filly of the race. Now, a part of me really did want to pick Wickenheiser today. I know you're going to think I'm crazy.
I'm just curious why.
Because, first of all, she likes the inner turf. She actually races really well on the inner. Her last couple of races aren't that bad, right? And I know she hasn't won a race in a couple of years, but every dog has its day, as they say. And I mean, I'm not referring to her in that way, but I'm just saying, what you're saying, every blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while. And it could be her. I see the Vivez is aboard. They're changing some things up here today. There's something about her that bugs me, but the lone speed in the race is blitz. That's who I'm going to use up on top. Then I'll use Wickenheiser, and then I'll use Flying Black. How can we not Flying Black right now?
She's so good looking, too.
So good right now, and she comes over with her sun glasses on. She's a cool customer.
They bought back one of their horses for like $90,000.
Wait, so they didn't make the reserve?
Well, I think they were. I'm not sure exactly how that works when you buy it back. I don't know if maybe the horse goes over the reserve and they wanted to keep the horse. I don't know. But anyways, that's that one out of that Samurai Queen. So anyways, Flying Black, they've done a great job with that one. Then you've got Bold Honor Reed, who's been very popular in the claiming game as of late. And race number 6 will be at a mile and a 16th coming up a little bit later on the program. Now we get to race number 7. I love it when Elisa is the endless, and it's the last race of the day, and she gets a maiden 10,000 claimer and a wrap up. This is her specialty.
Yeah, you think this is tough. I used to do maidens for 5 at Fort Erie all day long for the last race on the program, and you had to try and figure it out. But to me, there's one horse. You know, I have a way of doing cheap maidens, which is I just eliminate. Cross horses out. Nope. And I can generally peel the onion back to make like 1 or 2 layers. And the horse that just stands out on paper is the 11, and that's Cheat the Devil. I know it's an awful post position here today, but at least this horse tried in the last race when dropping from 40 for 10. So that was the dramatic drop from 40 to 10, but You know, can we do it this time around? I don't know. So, like, okay. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's going to be other droppers in here, but really, what are they dropping out of? Like, nobody else is dropping out of as big a drop as this horse is. I guess Fedorova is the only other one taking a fairly big drop from 25 in for 10 here today. But I just think that she's the horse. I just watched this race too. I mean, she got stuck behind this Might Be Trouble, who ended up being a runaway winner. But it's still a good effort to finish in the second place spot. She almost did. When the 13 comes up to her, I thought she kind of kicked on a little bit more. Did you see that? That's like that standardbred move that we like to watch. When that horse came up to her, she actually kind of kicked into another gear, but I'll use her up on top here today. So I'll go 11. Originally I was going to use this 2 horse, but she's scratched. So I'll go 11, 12 to 2 that have been dropping, and then I'll use the 8, Sultry Sophie, for Bob Tiller.
You got first timers in here. They got to give a look to here as well. I think Sultry Sophie could bounce back with a better race. Yeah. And then what do you do with Fedorova? You know, the horse is in for a dime all of a sudden and showed so much promise last season. She's just not on the right frame of mind right now.
You and I have talked about this so much. You might as well drop now.
Yeah.
Oh, Schwarzenegger's racing. This is the
horse
horse that everybody's talking about.
Saratoga.
Yeah, this is live, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. 3 to 5 is the price. I wonder if Arnold's tuning in to watch this one. This is a highly touted horse, and he's ahead by 5, 6 at this stage in the game.
21 and 2 opening quarter.
Oh, well.
We're going to get a play-by-play race of Saratoga on the Woodbine show.
Oh, this might just be a jog burger, as Randy Waples calls them. I think curl your mustache, jock, and get your picture taken. Look how easy this might be. But yeah, cheat the devil as we go back to talking about maidens for 10. I'm watching a superstar down there.
I don't think Schwarzenegger is going to be in for $10,000.
But you know what? Starting to get tired. This is running like a green bean.
But we're going to hold on,
I think we're going to hold on. But this 7's making a big run. He's beat, Jeff. Wow. Well, if he didn't drift out so far coming down the stretch.
Oh, I love when the international good things
What's going to be the price on this? Because all day long on Twitter, which is where people talk about horse racing, it was Schwarzenegger. What's the price on this one? Come on, put the price up.
Let's get to
all right.
Second best or place of the day. We're going place of the day now.
Oh, well, I did some math today for mine.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know.
Is
it's
this
scary.
accurate?
It's scary. Well, it should be accurate because I got it all from the racing forum. Okay, so, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, hey, let's use some stats and make picks just based on some of the best stats that you're going to see on today's card. 23 to 1, by the way, on the 7 horse. Brazzero has great stats. First started off with a claim for Phil Hall, 20%, right? Yeah. Horse won for fun. Stolen, trainer stats. Just take a look at that. Those are huge as well. El Libre, this is Barb Minchell. We were talking about this. Look at her stats off of 180 days, not to mention her stats with Rafael Hernandez, which are huge in the 40s as well. And won the last start is the stat that I'm going to use for Blitz because it's a Cassie runner in here.
If your mom is watching, she is so proud of you right now because you paid attention in that class.
No, I didn't.
You have all kinds of numbers on there. I love it. So my best bet is going to be Brazzero. I'm with you on that one. Multi-leg player is going to be hard to capture. So that one's coming up in race number 3. I think that's the Gittins horse, if memory serves. Yes. So that one lost to Brazzero last time out, finished second, and then we'll start before that beat Galleyhead, so that's obviously a good frame of reference. My bounce back threat is Philip My One. I realize we're skipping conditions in here, but Mark obviously thinks the horse is good enough, and that my speed player is going to be Blitz. Now, you're in the football pool for the first time.
I know, but I was worried the football started this weekend.
Do you know what the term Blitz means?
I've heard it.
Okay, well, you think of it while we go over the plays today.
I think you're supposed to take a shot when you hear that, right?
No. Here's the plays today. Ron's going towards the Clocker horse, that being Alluring Amy. Hard to capture, that's where Doug's going to go towards. And the Woodbine TV prod in race 7. I'm starting to think this is Elisa.
It's not me.
I am starting
Whoever
to think
it is copying my work, though.
By the way, the horse's name that just beat Schwarzenegger is Atfield.
I love it. I love it.
You know who that is named after?
Well, who?
That's Roger's son that passed away.
Is it named after John?
Yes.
Oh.
I've read the story about that.
Well, that was meant to be then.
They named him after him.
You know what? We should all been playing that.
I think this horse is trained by Tom Worley.
Might be. We should have all been all over that.
Wow.
Oh, he had an extra rider on today.
Oh wow, didn't they? I think that's the horse.
That is actually a really cool story.
Yeah.
I think there won't be a dry eye in the house. Yeah. Actually.
So that's kind of neat to see. Where else was I going? I'm all scattered in
well,
here.
today
the
overnight came out. That's exciting.
Blitz.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna be in the football pool.
Oh yeah, what happens?
So the quarterback takes the ball. It's when all the defensive players rush the quarterback.
Oh, I hate that play.
Blitzing the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
So now you're not.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to win this pool.
We're going to have a football term of the day here on Woodbine Racing Live for Elisa.
Hey, the first football Sunday, I might use all those terms for my best bets.
There you go. There you go. Race 1 coming up in about 28 minutes away. The opener coming up on the, what surface is that? The Tbred, 2-year-olds coming up.